there, I'm Pandita and this is The Vine. We're with you for the next hour, bringing you some of the latest in the family, happenings, news, stories of interest, and more. Okay, now we're off to the Middle East to take a peek into their unique lifestyle at their new upgraded studio facilities.
Come take a trip with us into the wilderness.
It is early morning in the desert. Michael Piano from the Oasis studio has just returned from his receiving songs from heaven for the FTT population. Here he comes with fresh inspiration and vigor for the day. Oud in hand, hata on head. He walks the sand he's now become very familiar with. He knows these parts well. We are a desert people, a Bedouin. The Oasis studio. Looks can be deceiving. What looks like a Bedouin tent, you will see now, is more than just that. Take 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, life in the Bedouin camp has many challenges. There's lots of fun, plenty of work. Of course, there's always those with demerit jobs, which provide us a very good workforce. Freddie's just about finished up with his demerit job. Of course, there has to be firewood collectors every day for the evening meal. You can see he's got quite a good pile going there. God bless Freddie faithful. What are you eating? Here we are in the village. As you can see, our bus had a breakdown. We're all just waiting around.
Hi.
And they're all just waiting patiently. And here's Freddie in the workshop. Another demerit job. Here we see some of the outreach teams leaving for the day, going into all the world to preach the gospel. And here's Olivia from Medea from,
Holding the sacred rock.
and here's Kathy, her sister.
It's a revolution.
There's Auntie Joanne, the Magda, the Flo, and Joy and Junior. Oh look, there's Radek. What's that? Yeah, wow.
I dropped it.
As you can see, he's quite a talented clown. So that just about sums up this episode. The day in the life of the Oasis home. God bless you all for watching.
Only on the Vine. On the Vine. On the Vine. On the Vine. Our dear brethren in Taiwan have been rocking out, witnessing soul winning, disciple winning on their fertile island. How do they do it? Let's go find out.
club members have been coming because of this. So usually a lot of souls get saved and lit out. Thank you for your prayers. Keep tithing. Hey, keep praying for the Taiwan rock concert for Jesus. Love you guys. In the last year, 3 all joined at the same time. And now coming to our home, not just the club, but on our Sundays for our road trips, cooking for Christmas, any big long Christmas, Chinese holidays, we have people staying over. So that, plus the regular club and the additional Bible classes, have really been drawing them in. So you can really see the activated vision really working here. And I can't tell we can do without a club, really. It's really a miracle.
And this whole place here, this is like a labor pool area.
Oh, this has been one of the best concert places, totally free. There's quite a few big malls like this around, but this place we found to be so fruitful. All labor leaders and really hungry for the word. Yeah, her name is Xiao Wen, and she helped us. We met her actually a year ago at the anniversary of the earthquake. And she came along, and since then she's been coming over to the studio. She's brought 3 new singers, all back up to the Always, Fear Not CD, and now helps us do all the concerts as well as fellowships.
So here in Taichung you have the club, you've had it for about 6 years?
6 years now. It's really been a real cornerstone to the unity of our whole city, actually. I can't see how a city can do without it, and to reap the youth like this, you really should start one. It's a lot of fun, everyone gets involved, it's great fellowship, and the Lord really blesses the unity. Oh, there.
Yeah? That was your dad just there?
Yeah, that was my dad.
Yeah? How long have you been drumming?
Well, actually, I haven't really learned how to drum. Just kind of doodle around every once in a while.
All right.
Yeah.
Enjoy it?
Yeah, rocks.
This is a very yummy
Is it?
black tea with balls, and this ball is old. You can only find this kind of drink in Taiwan. So if you want to test it, come to Taiwan. We need to. My name is Viola. I'm from Taiwan, Taichung. In Garden Hall in Taiwan. Yeah, I have lived here, and it's very busy here. That's why now you can preach our gospel to everyone, and you can tell many people about Jesus.
My name is Anne. Hi, I'm Taiwanese, as you can see.
How long have you known the family?
About almost 1 year. Then I start to go to the clubs since August. And thank you guys for bringing all the, bring Jesus to me.
My name is Lily C. I came from Taichung. I'm Taiwanese people, and I like families. That's why I joined the family. And the most I like is Jesus, because Jesus changed my life, and He gave me a wonderful life, so I can be here today.
How long have you been in the family now?
1 year. I joined,
1 year.
But I knew the family already 2 years.
So you like it?
I like it.
Great.
Yeah, I really like it because I love Jesus.
帮助我去爱别人，原谅我的过错，给我永生。奉耶稣的名祷告，阿门。
This song's called Make Me an Instrument of Thy Peace. And we're just going to do outside singer friends that we just completed this song. They'll see you in the concert in a few days from now. We pray for them too. They're really turned on with the family and all the Lord's doing in their lives. Thank you for your prayer. You're reaching out the answers now. I want this to be a new part of our local CD we're making all in Mandarin Chinese. Also as part of our Chinese witnessing song program that we're also making for all the homes in China as well. We're feeding the sheep, inspiring them with words and the vocal sort of phonetic sounding of the language, as well as the old and new Chinese. There you go. So keep praying for it. We're trying to make 17 about every 2 months new Chinese songs coming your way. Check your MO website for China. Bye.
It's not just the big guys who are rocking out in Taiwan, but the kids are, and making news at the same time. Abe and Mercy and their children performed live for millions on national TV, not just once, but twice. Their Christmas show at an old folks' home drew media attention from 2 major TV networks. So let's watch some clips from that. By the way, it's all in Chinese.
的施雅丽娶了台湾老婆，9个孩子，7女2男，最小的是这对可爱的双胞胎。这个人丁兴旺的奥地利家族充满爱与关怀，过年过节都会到安养院或育幼院表演。台澳混血的洋娃娃唱起本土的台语歌来，一点也不含糊。施雅丽一家都是基督徒，他们说没有亲人陪伴的老人和孤儿，在年节团聚的时刻最容易感到寂寞无助，所以带着孩子一起慰问表演，这是他们的信仰，也是特殊的家庭教育。
在我们的信仰里呢，我们是相信说，小孩子从小你就要教他们去服侍别人，去注意到别人的需要。
中国的过年有一点像外国的圣诞节，像很久没看见的亲友，大家都回来团聚，这种的感觉很温暖。我觉得这个风俗很好。还有一点外国没有的是压岁钱，所以小朋友们新年的时候都很兴奋。
歌唱表演之外，他们还准备了贴心的新年礼物。原来是施雅丽一家人的合照，小孩子又亲又抱的亲手送上，温情满满，也难怪阿公阿嬷笑得合不拢嘴。
祝大家新年快乐，平安健
康。无线新闻，高华府林国忠、居传仪高雄报道。
电影《真善美》让很多人印象深刻。当电影当中呢，有7个小孩是高声的唱歌。而在台湾，在高雄市呢，有一对传教士，他们来自奥地利，他们带着他们9个小孩子，也是唱遍了台湾。
混血儿的脸孔，清瘦的身材，唱的却是有点外国腔的台语歌谣。施雅丽夫妇和他们9个小孩，今天为高雄市长青中心的老人们带来一个欢乐的上午。他们唱的有传统的奥地利民谣、台湾的流行歌曲，还有西洋的热情歌舞。他们用最纯真的爱心祝福大家过好年，
平安，还有新年会感到很快乐。
小朋友还带来了1箱的蛋糕，分送给每一位老人家，就像儿孙对爷爷奶奶一样的贴心。有的人禁不住就掉下了眼泪。
我们做的目的最主要是说，让这些老人跟孤儿知道有人关心他们，他们没有被忘掉。
这个虔诚的基督教家庭，一方面传教，一方面要把欢乐。
Right then, we're off to Pakistan, where the family there have a bunch of fruitful witnessing, CTP, and outreach ministries. God bless you guys.
In Karachi alone, there are upwards of 150,000 people who suffer some form of hearing impairment. Deaf Reach Training Center provides a center of excellence where the deaf can develop their full potential and increase their opportunities for success. with particular emphasis on English and computer training, as well as communication skills, sign language, social skills, and more. Through our job placement program, we also assist those who are interested to obtain gainful employment, whereby they can help to support their families and be self-sufficient. Education is undeniably one of the greatest needs facing the country. We conduct in-depth seminars in the field of education and child development.
Being a teacher or a parent is a leadership responsibility. You are a role model for your children.
Love in Action organized a week-long summer camp for the more than 100 orphans at SOS Children's Village. Numerous exciting activities were arranged: arts and crafts, drama, classical dance, and fun excursions. A little bit of love can make such a difference in the lives of so many.
Things aren't really going my way. Say hello, Hobo.
Hello, everybody.
Very good. Hello, everybody. My name is Candy. Where are my friends? They don't come here. That way? I'll find them. Wait. Let's look at it.
Okay, like we promised on Vine number 4, here's some stuff from the band in Mexico.
good to know. Ain't it good to know you got somebody who cares, yeah, for you. Qué lindo es saber que hay alguien que te necesita cuando nadie más sabe que estás allí.
Christy Gibson is now one of the most famous foreigners in Thailand, establishing herself among the array of Thai Mawlam Luktung singers with her Mawlam style of singing, which is from the northeast of Thailand. In this exclusive interview, Christy comes up close and personal and explains about this new, intriguing witnessing ministry.
Holland.
Feel about Luktung? That, does it appeal to you personally? Do you like the style of music?
I guess looking at it more from the aspect of the reason for the Luktung ministry itself, which is for being able to get out a witness and reaching the country of Thailand. And so taking that into consideration, if you look at the style of music, Luktung, it's definitely, in this particular case, something that the Lord has really used to be able to reach the Thai people. I guess because of the fact that it is so cultural, so much a part of the Thai culture, and something that the people here really do love and enjoy. Having a foreigner do that is something, first of all, that catches people's attention. And then once you get their attention, secondly, they listen to what you have to say. And thirdly, it really shows them that you love them, because you're not a foreigner coming and singing pop music or hip-hop or bringing in the American or Western styles. But rather that you're a foreigner who could be into all that stuff, but you're instead embracing things that are really Thai, and that really shows the people that you love them. And so I think that's why, first of all, it has been such a success, and secondly, that's a very good reason for choosing this style of music.
Do you have any witnessing testimonies you can share with us of specific ways that the Lord used the Luktung ministry?
There have been a lot of occasions where backstage or even after the concerts, when we talk to people, they really want to listen and hear what you have to say. People have asked us, or even a lot of people actually, you guys are Christians, right? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it when you perform. There's something different about you. Those are the kind of comments you get, and it's very encouraging. I suppose it comes with every ministry. It's natural sometimes to think, well, what am I doing this for? Sort of thing. But when you hear those kind of testimonies, it helps you realize that it really is worth it all. Or even testimonies from the other homes on the field of doors that have been opened because of the ministry. Even people in the company that we work with. Yeah, all the dancers that dance with us, all the Thai dancers, all saved. A lot of them are reading the Word. We started them with, simple things, heavenly streams and stuff. Now, before the shows, we pray, and they all come, get in a circle with us, and pray as well. And they're very respectful of it, whereas, it's not something they would normally do, but I think all around it's been very inspiring.
What does it feel like to get up in front of a crowd of 50,000 plus people? Do you ever feel?
Unlike Jonas, I get very nervous. He's quite relaxed and easygoing. I mean, I suppose he probably does get nervous every now and then, but you can't tell. With me, you can tell. Yeah, usually just before the show, I have to go off by myself and pray and get quiet and sort of take time with the Lord, otherwise it just will all go wrong. Which I guess, in a way, actually, that has been a real manifestation to me of how much it's only the Lord, because I myself, every time I'm about to get on stage, I just get stricken with fright. And a lot of even the interviews that we've done, you know, I mean, first of all, they're in Thai, which is not my native language, and I don't speak it as well as Jonas does. So that, you know, is very nerve-wracking for me. Secondly, some of them are like really long, 2-hour-long live radio interviews, you know, 158 countries all over the world. Like that sort of would tend to freak one out. A lot of times I've felt, you know, oh God, how can I do this? You know, even before I released my album, I went through a few days where I was just depressed. No, I was kind of out of it. I don't know what the word would be, but I was very fearful. And just, you know, the feeling of complete incapability and how am I gonna, you know, do this? How am I gonna live up to the expectations and so on? A lot of people got prophecies, and I got prophecies about how the Lord was just gonna do it. It's not gonna be you anyways, you know. And some really heavy things actually about having faith. That was a real key for me, because if I didn't have the faith that the Lord was going to do it, first of all, that's pride, because then I'm thinking that I'm going to do it, and I can't anyways. But like I was saying, even the whole nervousness factor, because it's such a big battle for me, and something that I go through a lot, has shown me how much it's just the Lord, because I know that I can't do it, and He's going to have to punch through every time. So if it comes out good, it definitely wasn't me. I get really inspired every time we have an interview or a show where we can actually say something witness-wise, you know, or where the interviewer asks a question that you can just use to get in a witness or some kind of sample, because that just makes me feel like, okay, this is why I'm doing this in the first place, you know. I'm very thankful actually for the training that I've gotten. When I did my album, I was able to get a lot of training. I mean, it wasn't really formal in the pop sense of the word or anything like that, but I think it helped. It did help me a lot, and it's something that I enjoyed learning about, you know, how to sing and the techniques. It's a difficult style.
Like the dialects and stuff, was that, you know, all the vocal inflections and how
well, of course. It's completely unnatural for a foreigner in a way, because like the notes they use or the things that you would naturally do, even in the scats and vocal inflections, are not the same as what you do in a pop song or gospel or country or anything. It's like totally different. So it wasn't something that I was used to or had done before. I did find it difficult at first, especially with some of the Isan songs, the songs from the Northeast, because they're in the Malam style and it's like Lao dialect. So the language and even the accent is not the same as the Thai accent.
Well, what about like the costumes that the team wears? They're pretty unique to Thailand. Do they have like some correlation to the songs? You know, are they like the costumes from that region, or do they tell a story?
One is the cultural thing. The costumes represent whatever area of Thailand the song happens to be from. But also Luktung, the costumes we wear in our songs, like one of my songs is this sort of Cambodian thing. It's huge headdress that gave me a terrible migraine for about 3 weeks. That's Cambodian, and the costumes we wear in Cambodian, or if it's a northeastern song, you know, the style of costume we wear is northeastern, northern, Pak Klang, which is the central region, and so on and so forth. Or sometimes if it depends on what the song is talking about. It's talking about a certain subject, you know, so the dancers dress according to that. So if you're a foreigner and you're watching it and you don't understand the words, it just looks pretty weird. But yes, believe it or not, there is actually a rhyme and reason to it all.
Can you tell us about a show that you really enjoyed, or one of the shows you think was a lot of fun?
As far as me personally, the ones that I have to say that I enjoy the most are the smaller sort of programs where you're really up close and personal with the people. You can get eye contact and you feel like you're really connecting with your audience. That has happened with big shows too, where the Lord just does it and you just really connect with people. But sometimes as a performer, it's easier to see when, with the big shows you'll hear the reactions afterwards and so on. But with the small shows, somehow that you can just get a real connection in the spirit with your audience. Singled out people, and then afterwards those people will come and talk to you, and witness to them, and get them saved. So as far as what I personally enjoy the most, it's those kind of programs.
Can you tell us about any special events that you or the team have performed at recently?
We did a big performance at Sanat Muang. Yeah, it's where the old Grand Palace is and a lot of these types of things. And so it's this big field, where they pack thousands upon thousands of people. People come from all over Thailand, from up country as well, to be a part of it. And it's in honor of the Queen's birthday. And so they have like all the famous Luktung stars performing and dedicating their performance to Her Majesty the Queen. Anyone in Thailand knows how close to the hearts of the Thai people the King and Queen are. So when you perform for those kind of things, it feels really special, because you know that the people, they just adore, the King and Queen. And it's kind of special for us too, because they really are special people.
How do you and Jonas get along? Where you both work sort of in the same ministry, but you're then your own separate entities, kind of. So how does that sort of work?
How does it work? We get along great. Recently it came out in the magazine. I think Jonas gave sort of a slightly dubious answer on CNN about how I was a very special friend. So someone interpreted that to mean that I was his girlfriend. So that's kind of the latest news, rumor mill stuff. But no, we work together very well, I think. The Lord actually said a lot of times that we were meant to balance each other out in our ministry. And I think that's proven true, because he's good at a lot of things that I'm not good at. He's very good on stage. He has very good stage presence, and he speaks Thai well. He just speaks well in general. And he's very easygoing. Whereas I'm not like that so much. I don't have such good stage presence. And I'm not good at talking, and I don't like interviews and those sort of things. And then I have, the things the Lord's given me that maybe are his lesser things. So in a way, I think the Lord's used that to sort of balance the whole picture out. And plus, even having two of us gives more of a family. So it's not just us as him as a personality and me as a personality, but now a lot of times when people think of one of us, they sort of connect the two, and and they're with the family. So it's actually been able to broaden our witness and sample a lot more too.
I imagine that being famous, people would recognize when you go out. So how do you deal with that, adoration of popular?
We get real proud, and then the Lord has to come along and smash it. Well, I think, from what I understand, it's a little different than the way it is in the West. Of course, everybody recognizes you wherever you go, pretty much. People know who you are and stuff. And smile and wave, and they wanted touch you. Things like that's kind of funny. But at the same time, it's not to the extreme, I think, that it is in Western countries. I think because of the way the Thai people are, their culture and their mannerisms are different.
Okay, we're gonna take a break here, and while we do, take a look at this.
Do you think that like using local language songs and sort of adapting to the culture and the huge success that it's been here in Thailand, do you think it's just sort of unique to Thailand, or do you think it would work for like other places too?
Definitely, I don't think it's only unique to Thailand. You know, India, Middle East, or different places like that where I've seen the family use cultural type things or songs that the people know, things in the local language, and every time it just flips, just touches people's hearts. Even the young people, you know, they come across real modern and all, but when it comes right down to it, you get on stage in your Thai costume and you sing a Thai song and like you've got their hearts. And I think it's just something that the Lord uses to reach the people, first of all because it's in their own language, and secondly, I think that it's sort of the humble way to go, and so the Lord blesses it because of that. You know, you're giving up your own personal ways that you want to dress and your own personal ways that you would like to sing and dance and all that kind of stuff, and because of that I think the Lord can come through and he blesses it, you know, and so that's why it's able to be such a tremendous witness, I guess. There had been these huge floods where this village, well, a few villages or in certain areas had been completely washed away. Everything was like demolished. There were landslides, mudslides, and it was a huge thing. A lot of people died, a lot of people still missing.
So here we are now in Phetchabun in the north of Thailand. We just arrived on the scene. There's a village, actually 3 villages that have been destroyed, over 100 people dead. We're bringing now a truck with about 1.5 tons of rice and about 1,000 bottles of water, as well as other supplies for them. We're on their way to this temple where they're staying. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to them, encourage them, pass out some posters as well. It's about 5 hours from Bangkok, so we just arrived this morning after driving all morning, and we'll be going to the temple next. As you can see behind me here, we have the path of the water and mud which swept through at 3 in the morning, destroying 3 different villages and leaving many survivors the only member of their family.
This is part of the car that they use for, you know, the farmer.
So now we're here at the Lomsak General Hospital where some of the victims from the flood are presently residing. We have, as you see, a number of goods, some baby food, milk, blankets, mosquito netting, things like that, which we'll be dividing into bags to give to the victims who are still here at the hospital.
This is Jonas and some friends from the Thai Army here, which have provided us with a plane to fly up north to the flooded area.
It's really a privilege to be able to go back there again. I went there the first time with the team to deliver all the provisioning goods to the victims. At the hospital, they're very excited that we could be able to go back there, and they was waiting for us.
It was really beautiful. First of all, it was really heartbreaking because, I mean, it's one thing to see it on the news and hear about it, but then when you go there and you actually see what happened and you see the people and what happened to them, it just breaks your heart. Like, there's like, you're almost lost for words. Like, what do you say to people like that? You know, what do you do, kind of thing. But then I guess we're the only ones really that do have anything to say because we have the Lord. Angelina sang Peace and the Answer. Jonas sang Yat Khao, which is a song that was written in Thai by the family. Uncle Michael wrote it. And people were just moved to tears. I remember one time when Angelina sang The Answer, and I was just standing on the side watching. I mean, the Lord's Spirit was just like so powerfully coming through her. And the people were just, people were just sitting there like waiting to catch her eye, and get a smile from her, anything. And people just sitting there just like weeping. And it was amazing really, because some of these people sitting in front of you, like just a week ago, they lost their whole family, or they just lost their 3 little children. Like that's the kind of magnitude you're talking about. I was witnessing to this one lady, and she was crying, and I had gotten her saved, and she says, we've had hundreds of people come here, and we all have to stand in line while they make a speech, and then they put stuff in little piles on the ground, and we come and pick it up and walk away, blankets and whatever, and like that's great, we need stuff, but you guys are the first ones who've actually cared about us. You're the first ones who have come and talked to us. Nobody comes and talks to us. You're the first ones who have come and encouraged us. You're the first people that have come here just to make us happy. And that this lady here, she just, lost her family, or he just lost his house, and I don't know, it was very beautiful, and people were just hugging us and kissing us and clinging to us. There's lots of TV and newspaper and magazines and stuff like that there. And so they caught the show and some of the programs that we did on film, and they were saying to us, we've been here for a whole week. Every day it's been nothing but depression and sadness and hopelessness, and nobody smiles, It's just like, even for them, it's like terrible, And you guys come here, this is the first day anyone has smiled or laughed, or that people have been even remotely happy. That's just got to come from the Lord, because you can't go into a situation as intense and as heavy as that and just change it around completely. Change the whole atmosphere and spirit of things like that. It just has to be the Lord. But it was like so beautiful, and even the people the nurses and the different people that were helping us and taking care of us as we went around to the places, they were so sweet and so appreciative. And it was just a really beautiful, it's like, it's almost humbling, to go into a situation like that and see even the kind of faith that these people have and the positiveness that they have in spite of what they've gone through. A few days ago we did there was a big fundraising program on TV where they were raising funds for the flood victims. We went representing the family, not representing Jonas and Christy. And we were able to sing a family song. One of the ways you can really see that the Lord has used this ministry, when you go into a situation like that, and because you're Jonas and you're Christy or whatever, and people know your face and they know who you are, then when you get up and you have something to say and you've got a message, they really listen to you. We were able to sing Yat Khao, which is one of the songs that we performed for the flood victims. So the Lord told us in prophecy to use that song for this program. And it was a blessing, because oftentimes when we get up officially on TV or we do these kind of performances, we do Luktung, Thai stuff. But in this particular case, we were told we could just do it as a family show. So that was really inspiring. So we did family song, whole family team, family members, the kids on stage and everything. And I think it came out. And the Lord just really punched
เจ็บมาแล้วล้มลุกคลุกคลานที่ผ่านมาท้อถอยในใจวันพรุ่งนี้จะเป็นเช่นไรก็ยังไม่รู้แต่มีเพื่อนที่ไปข้างหน้าเรียกลงมาด้วยเสียงก้องหูขึ้นมาชมทิวทัศน์ บนยอดภูผาถึงชีวิตเป็นดังภูเขาสูงชันจงอย่าให้ใจไว้วันฝันฝ่าทางปีนขึ้นไปพอสุดท้ายให้ปลายปีนถึงยอดเขาที่เธอเคยเฝ้าไปหาจะตื่นตาตื่นใจเพียงใดเจอพายุที่พัดแรงกล้าผจญฝนฟ้ามืดมัวมองเมฆาคอยบังรอบตัวต้องใจแข็งกร้าวจับมือไว้กับเพื่อนคนหนึ่งซึ่งจะเคียงข้างทุกอย่างก้าวและจงเดินให้ถึงยอดเขาด้วยกันถึงชีวิตเป็นดังภูเขาสูงชันจงอย่าให้ใจไว้วันฝันฝ่าทางปีนขึ้นไปพอสุดท้ายได้ปลายปีนถึงยอดเขาที่เธอเคยเฝ้าไปหาจะตื่นตาตื่นใจเพียงใดเจอพายุที่พัดแรงกล้าผจญฝนฟ้ามืดมัวหมอกเมฆาคอยบังรอบตัวต้องใจแข็งกร้าวจับมือไว้กับเพื่อนคนหนึ่งซึ่งจะเคียงข้างทุกย่างก้าวและจงเดินให้ถึงยอดเขาด้วยกันจับมือไว้กับเพื่อนคนหนึ่งซึ่งจะเคียงข้างทุกย่างก้าวและจงเดินให้ถึงยอดเขาด้วยกัน
Okay guys, that's all we have time for now. Thanks to everyone who sent in their footage. By the way, there'll be Vine number 6 coming up real soon with stuff from India, Mozambique, Italy, and Turkey. So stick with us. We'll see you there. Love you. Bye. By the way, there'll be Vine number 6 coming up real soon with stuff from India, Mozambique, Turkey, and I forgot. It's not just the big guys who are rocking out. Again. Christy Gibson is now one of the most Christy Gibson is now one of the most famous It's not just the big guys who are rocking out in Thailand.